You wake up to a silence that means nothing and everything. The handler's line rings once, twice, then dead air. No backup signal, no fallback code, just the hum of a motel air conditioner and the sound of your own breathing. Rewind. 7 years ago, you were nobody. A name on a personnel file, a face in a windowless room, a number stitched into a training schedule. Fluorescent light, cold coffee. The instructors never used your real name. They used a designation, Asset 14. You learned to answer to it faster than you learned to answer to yourself. The room was always 68 degrees, controlled, deliberate. Everything about the induction was designed to strip away the parts of you that could hesitate. Year 1, surveillance drills, dead drops, memorizing faces you'd never see again. Year 3, your first solo assignment, a low-risk observation post in a city you can't name out loud. Promotion wasn't a ceremony. It was a manila folder slid across a table and a new legend to memorize by morning. Year 5, you're inside, embedded, a job, an apartment, a rehearsed laugh at the right moments in the right bar. The work got easier, the more of yourself you let go. That was the trade nobody explained at the start. Competence bought with erosion. The rulebook was never written down. You learned it by watching who got recalled and who didn't. Report everything, but not everything you know. Trust your handler, but never completely. Every receipt, every phone call, every unexplained absence had to make sense to someone reading a file 3 years from now. The budget for your cover business ran $40,000 a quarter, laundered through invoices that meant nothing. You learned to lie about your lies with a straight face, because a hesitation of half a second was the difference between a normal Tuesday and an extraction. You stopped calling your sister on her birthday. Not because you forgot, because remembering meant risking a pattern. Real friendships became a liability you managed like an asset. You practiced smiling in mirrors until it looked involuntary. The grind wasn't dramatic. It was quiet, a slow subtraction. Every conversation became a performance, and every performance was evidence. Evidence that the version of you sitting across the table from a stranger at dinner was more real, more consistent, more you than the person who used to exist before the induction. Then, 3 weeks ago, at a grocery store you had no reason to be in, a woman looked at you too long. She said a name, your old name, the one you buried in a file drawer 7 years back. You smiled, said she had the wrong person, and walked out into the parking lot with your pulse in your ears. Yesterday, she found you again. This time she wasn't alone. She brought someone dangerous with her, someone your cover was built to avoid. You had one choice: protect the legend that kept you alive, or protect a witness who had done nothing but recognize a stranger's face. You chose the witness. The choice cost you the handler. It cost you the extraction line. It cost you the identity you spent 7 years building brick by brick. Now the phone stays silent. No backup signal. No new orders. Somewhere, a case officer is closing a file with your designation on it, and somewhere else, a replacement is already being briefed in a 68-degree room, learning to answer to a number that isn't their name. You survived. The system didn't stop for a second. It doesn't know how to. It just moves the next asset into position and keeps running, exactly as it was built to. Your real name didn't survive. It's still in that drawer, unopened, waiting for someone who isn't coming back for it.